Let's kick it off with some Thomas. Thomas, it's been a rainy week, and it's been downpouring since yesterday.
Yeah.
Go ahead and quickly describe to everyone for this season what Thomas looks like.
Oh, well, what he's wearing right now is a hoodie. Well, underneath there's a shirt and a hoodie, a brown trench coat, pants, and tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to take a more casual look. And whenever he goes out, he puts up the hoodie so he won't be seen. He wants to keep in the down low, more discreet. He appears to have little bags under his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be sleeping very much. Still the same short brown haircut since he died, and he also has a right scar. Yeah, he has a scar across his right cheek from his youth. Yeah, that's
There
how
we go.
that's how he's dressed right now, and how he is.
Very nice.
Hmm?
You awake in your apartment, brand new and just a block away from Jean, but all your own at least. The dark-haired wolf guarding the Anubis skull has come with you and is relaxing on your carpet until he starts to growl. You see nothing in the room at first until you turn towards the mirror, a tan-skinned, curly-haired man behind you, smiling. Your body freezes for a moment, and you hear the forgotten sound of blood beating in your ears before you finally manage to turn around, only to see the dog, now sitting at attention. This isn't the first time you've seen him, appearing and disappearing in your apartment. On your days preparing your classes alone, you feel the presence of others. Objects around you occasionally get up and jump around, and your day's sleep is filled with the sound of howling wolves. Your train of thought is broken when you realize why the dog was sitting up. Someone is knocking at the door.
Thomas rubs his eyes while he looks at himself in the mirror, and slowly drags himself to the door. He looks through the keyhole to see who it is.
It's Jean. Jean Cross, ready and holding a small package with him. Or a wrapped up in a blanket, long package. I mean, it's possible those are some swords.
Oh, well, Thomas perks up a bit, seeing that that's his friend, and also he brought a long sword. He opens the door and says, "Oh, hello, Jean. How are you?"
Look, you look a little tired. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Um, I had to take care of the jackal skull. I'm still somewhat getting used to it. And Thomas warily smiles.
Ah, I see. Well, I wanted to come by and see your new apartment. It seems you've been settling in well.
Thank you. Just still unpacking some things here and there, but overall, it's almost done.
Oh, well, you didn't have very much to move in the first place, at least. I came by
True.
yesterday because I wanted to ask if you'd like to come with me today and practice a little swordsmanship.
Oh, yes, I would love to.
Oh, that's excellent. I've met a few kindred in my time, and some of them have been incredibly interested in learning some additional sword techniques. I think together, maybe we could show them around, get them all interested in the blade a little bit more.
Oh, I yeah, let's do that. Um, Thomas looks a bit distracted, uh, and says again, let's do that. Let's do some sword fighting."
Jean gives you a big pat on the back and will take you down to his car, swords in arms.
Since we are, well, vampires, do we need uh, equipment? You know, the usual fencing, mask, guards.
Well,
Do
I
we
do
still need
have
that
all
too?
that, but nobody seems to want to use it.
Even the fencing mask?
Well, one of them does, but I think he mostly does it because he thinks it's cool.
All right, let's go. And before, yeah, Thomas will, of course, lock his apartment. Sees the. Does he still see the dog? The dog before he closes it.
The dog decides to lay back down in your carpet for a bit.
All
And just
right.
sort of gives you a look before you go.
What type of look?
Just a look of, oh, see you later before he yawns.
All right. So Thomas kind of waves the dog goodbye, locks the door to his apartment, and walks over to Jean's car. Let's go.
Alright, two of you drive off. Let's
Woohoo!
see. Let's pop over to Adam. Adam, you've been hard
Yeah.
at work crafting since last night. And the gold and silver of that tree is very pliable. It turns out you can turn it very easily into most shapes almost entirely by hand.
Nice.
Let's see. And you sent me some information here. Let me just read over that real quick. Tinkering. All right. And I'll have you go ahead and make a craft roll for all the things that you wanted to build.
All right. Um. I guess I want to build three things. So. Those like. Um. Shit! I lost my word. Is the tree any help? Like anything it produces? Any help for an armor? Or
For an armor, no.
no?
Silver and gold are soft metals, and they wouldn't be protective or
No,
anything. And there's not
like
necessarily enough of it
just
anyway.
like the sap is well
Ah,
provide anything for the leather, like I don't know.
no. But if you go ahead and roll an additional int occult,
Well, I
perhaps
will
you
do
could
that.
harvest some of it for later.
I will do that first.
There we go.
All right,
You now have
now,
a bit of precious golden sap.
now I will
Good.
try to roll for my gun.
There we go. You fashion up a scope and attach it.
Scope, laser pointer, and a new handle. And
Very
just
nice.
trying to sew and work with different leather clothes to create more viable armor.
All right. You whip out the sewing machine. You get to work.
Yeah.
It's been a busy night for you. There you go.
Nice.
All right. So it looks like everything went off without a hitch. And the following night, you do have an invitation to head to
Ready,
uh,
guys?
Alvira Ingram's home. She is your mentor, if you recall.
Yep, I recall.
Is there anything you want to do before you go to her tonight?
I will just ask George to deliver the letter I wrote to the prince's office.
Oh, you want him to deliver the letter?
Yes,
Okay. He'll definitely go ahead and handle that for you.
and then no, I don't think well, I do want to go out and just get a bit of VtR before starting anything else.
Right, so let's go ahead and do a quick count then. What are you planning to do?
Trying to go in some bar or club and try the whole sexy, dark, sexy vampire thing.
Alright, the rain is still heavy, but people are much happier to be inside than outside. As such, there will be an additional +1 bonus just because some places are a little bit more packed.
Nice.
And what did you say you were going to do? Just dance your heart away?
No, just like try to talk smoothly to someone and just persuade them to go to at one point to go quickly in the bathroom for, well, you know.
Alright, let's go with some present socialize. Make
Ding.
yourself a good impression to everyone. There we go. You head out to the local clubs, you strike up some conversations, but nobody's interested tonight. Everyone's
Yeah.
out here to party or to avoid the rain.
Oh, I forgot the +1. Wait for it.
Ooh, okay, let's see if this changes things.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
And one lucky guy is kind of interested in you tonight. He starts saying how sexy your voice is and everything, and he's willing to go with you anywhere for the moment. Or
All
at
right.
least, well, anywhere in the building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in the restroom in one stall with him and just take my some sweet VT.
Alright. How many are you taking? For a little
I'm
tryst.
taking 4.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and take 4. And he ends up a little bit wobbly on the seat. And ends up staying there as you disappear into the night.
Yep.
Alright. And then you head off to your mentor.
Yes.
Alright. You arrive at Elvira Ingram's home, a fashionable apartment placed between busy department stores and coffee shops. Her carpet and furniture are all bright red, and your eyes and nose pick up the faint traces of blood among them that would otherwise be invisible. She has glass cabinets filled with Egyptian paraphernalia, canopic jars, miniature idols to Anubis, Set, Ra, and Horus, and a chunk of limestone with hieroglyphics on it. One of the coffee tables in front of her has a pot of tea on top of it, with a small electric burner below. When she pours it into a cup for you and her, you can clearly tell that it's blood. She smiles happily and invites you in.
Just a minute.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. So, yeah, I will enter her home. No biggie, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I will kind of, and I will kind of look at her like trying to figure out what does she want before sitting down.
What do you mean, what does she want?
Just trying to figure out who she is, like what does she wants with me, what just just questioning like what's going on and
Ah,
all that. Not doing anything like
okay.
it's not activating all specs or trying to judge an emotional state, just pausing for a moment and just to think, and then it will go sit down.
Okay then. Go ahead and roll me Wits Empathize then.
Oh, all right. Oops. Well, Either
Ooh.
case, nothing.
She seems like, at the very least, she's ready to sit down and just have a nice little chat with you, if nothing else. And she opens up the conversation such that way. It's good to see you, Adam. Please, have a seat. Tell me, how have things been going for you lately?
Well, they've been going well, I guess. Someone I wanted dead is dead, so. And for
Oh,
good
yes.
this time.
I heard about that. Hmm. But I have heard that you've, started up a small little group for yourself, haven't you?
That's correct.
How's that
I,
been going?
well, it's going good. I would have hoped that it would have stayed a secret for a little bit longer, but oh well.
Well, a secret to, the world at large, perhaps. But others have to know that you exist to come to you.
Hmm, fair enough.
I hope you don't mind if I spoiled the surprise a little bit.
No, that's okay. May I ask who you are exactly and why do you have seem to take a shine on me?
Where should I start? What would you like to know?
I I don't know. Anything, I guess?
Well, I've been a kindred ever since the 60s. I've had a fondness for, magic ever since I was a little girl. And I've had so much time to practice since then.
Huh.
Let's see. Hmm. I'm trying to think here. What's something interesting she can say about herself? I've had a fascination with Egyptian mythology for a while. I've started to see several signs that that these powers are rising here in Gotham as of late. And you seem to be among this sphere of influence.
Huh.
So I was curious to see if perhaps maybe you were some sort of powerful wizard in disguise or something. I
Not
appear to have been wrong on that count, but you certainly are interesting.
well, wrong for now, at least. But yeah, I'm just newly a new kindred, so no big surprise here.
But that being the case, I'm more than happy to help you reach whatever potential you happen to have.
Hmm.
I've heard that Moonshadow has taken a slight interest in you as well.
Well, yes. I did take out a second in hand, so
Ah,
and I may
yes.
have replaced her by a face. So
Oh, is that so? As
yes,
far as
don't.
everyone else knows right now, she disappeared with some of her followers about a week ago. She hasn't been seen since, but nobody suspected foul play. Very
Well,
interesting.
the real Starlight is deep within another plane of existence, trapped. Should have read the contract she signed more closely, perhaps.
Hmm. I could see Starlight's blood boiling right now, that's for sure. But still, it's attracted Moonshadow's attention. I think maybe she intends for you to replace her in some regard.
Why is she? Will she go to Topper soon?
Oh, her? No. I think she's too energetic to ever have the idea of going to sleep. She wouldn't have any of that. But she likes to have trusted friends and allies. And as little as she actually flexes her leadership and tries to organize us among the grown, she does at least like to play favorites every now and then.
Huh. All right.
Though honestly, perhaps paying attention to you is only going to put you into trouble.
Well. Hmm. I mean, I have some friends as well, so I'm
That's
not
good.
all that concerned. Well, I am a bit concerned, but we'll
You'd be
see.
surprised, though. Sometimes some kindred simply never really manage to reach out to their compatriots, find allies. They end up alone, and it doesn't end up very well. So I'm happy that you've managed to make it so far. Hmm. But I did say I would help you. And I think I can help you with a little bit of tutoring. And perhaps a little bit of a demonstration tonight.
Hmm.
I was thinking that what you might need is the start of a dynasty. And I found a cute little ritual to help you with that.
Huh. But
It's
what
oh,
do you get from this?
let's see. What it does, you will have the power of those within your family flow within you, so long as you are in the mindset to promote the interest of your family.
Huh.
In-game mechanical terms, I will go ahead and tell you that for every person of blood in your family related to you that is in the city, you will get 8 extra die to roll.
Huh.
You can spend those die, and they recharge when you do things to support the family, like addressing their needs or supporting their endeavors.
Is this a condition, a merit, or?
It is a ritual, and that
Oh.
she is going to cast for you now that perhaps you could learn later.
All right.
As long as everyone related to you by blood within the city clearly denotes you as their superior, then there shouldn't be any problem. You'll become the patriarch of your family, and that'll be that. It should go off without a hitch. I do think you have at least one child right now, don't you?
That's correct.
And he definitely respects you, doesn't he?
I'd like to think so.
Well then, this should work perfectly. Alright. She will go ahead and use the tea to pay the cost for the ritual. She'll pour it out into the table, and it will flow into some grooves into the table and form a circle for the ritual. Together, you will be making an intercultural with an extra 2 dice for her assisting you.
And
And you are
I
looking for 5 successes.
I think it's manipulation occult and correct for me for just incorrect.
Okay.
I think I'm sure of it. I mean, if it's for assisting her, that's the role I need to make.
Mhm. Alright.
Wow.
At least 15 minutes working on this. Go ahead and give it. Oh, don't forget the additional +2 I mentioned.
+2.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright, so we're at 3 successes after 15 minutes. Go ahead and roll once more, and you'll probably finish this up. Hey, there we go. 5 successes cast, the blood begins to rise and begin to shape on the table, vaguely starting to resemble your face before it splashes back down, inert. She seems very perplexed and confused. That's strange.
What? What happened?
It didn't work. I don't think the conditions were met properly. You do only have one person related by blood in this city, right?
Well, I do have my sire, but
Right.
I have a
You would
sire and a
be
child.
necessarily excluded from this. You don't happen to have any family in town, do you?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. My family is back in France. My mortal family, right?
Right.
Yeah, back in
So,
France. Unless they came in search of me, which this case, which it's if that's the case, it's not a good news.
but this does mean that there is someone in your family who does not see you as its leader yet.
Huh.
Hmm. I would suppose perhaps that might be George, but well, I don't know the man. That's all I can think of.
I'm pretty sure he sees me as more experienced kindred than he is.
Hmm. Then the only other possibility is that there's another.
Huh.
Hmm. I would suggest if you can find this person and convince them, then then the ritual can continue without any interference.
Very well.
I suppose that would be the task for tonight, or, well, whenever you happen to get to it. And when
Well,
you come back, I'll gladly do this for you again.
I'm more concerned about. Yes, for now, I'm more concerned about this strange weather and the state of our covenant. But, well,
Well, I could talk to you about both if you want.
well, do you know anything about the weather?
Uh, well, I've heard from a few friends, who happen to talk to a few other friends, that a large number of people have gone missing suddenly, and that created an opening for more of them to go missing as well. I believe that these people had been drawing from the latent energy of the city, and with them gone, that energy has built and grown and grown. And it seems to the point that it has actually affected the environment of the city a little bit. I have
Alright.
cause for concern, but, well, I suppose that's not necessarily my field.
Would you do me a favor?
What do you need?
Since you're more experienced than I am and you have more, like, well, contact, I assume, than I do, could you, like, arrange a meeting for member of the Circle of the Crones for me?
What
I
should I
have
tell them they're meeting for?
mm, for the future of our covenant in the city. I have some things I would like to discuss with.
Hmm, I see. And what kind of people do you want to come? I
Well,
suppose who do you not want to be there?
well, really, I don't. Any high-ranking member or someone who can be respected or will not. Well, I don't want the common, not common, but like chorister or layman that's just come for a mass for the blood and to party. I want leaders and people concerned about our covenant. People invested in it.
Hmm. I see. Well, I think I can put out the message. And I'll find a suitable place as well. I think this should be very interesting.
Thanks.
I think I have a few other things I need to attend to tonight. And at least one thing I wish to know a little more about, too. So I think I'll go ahead and take my leave.
Very well.
And I'll meet you another night.
Thanks for inviting me over.
Always a pleasure. And the night fades. And we head over towards Teddy.
Hello.
Hey, you spent a little bit of time with Wong last night, making sure that everything at the hospital was fine, everything was paid for, nothing was going to go awry. And you you spent a little time with him before hours were closed and you were finally kicked out. And it comes to the other night, next night, and what do you intend to do? I think you wanted to go back and check on him again, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Ah, yes. You check back into Gotham General Hospital. Your name is on a specific list of people he's willing to see. He's been to the hospital at least once before. And you are allowed to go see him in his room. He's lying in a hospital bed alone. And has his phone and has a phone out. He appears to be messing with it. And doesn't immediately notice you.
What you doing there? What's his name? John?
Jeff.
Jeff. What you doing there, Jeff?
He startles a little bit and kind of goes, oh man. Dude, are you always so quiet?
Eh. I'm difficult to notice.
Uh, that is kind of true. Barely knew you were there last night. Well, I guess, well, here I am, you know, tucked down to bed, can't leave for another day.
How are
Food
you
is
feeling?
terrible. A little bit like shit.
I mean, that's not
Having
really
a crack trip
surprising.
kind of does that.
Makes sense.
I'm just still trying to work through everything that happened last night. Still don't understand about half of it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see that.
Man, what
All
was
very.
all that? Who were those other people?
Mm, I would call them friends, but that'd be exaggerating.
Uh, that's true. I don't know you'd have friends.
All right.
And he kind of
buddy.
just smirks at you.
Uh, Before anything else, Teddy is going to use his uncanny perception to check his emotional state and shit. So, that is this. No modifiers. Oh, come on. Why?
Ooh, that's
Uh,
that's nothing.
I'm going to turn that into a dramatic failure for a beat.
Ooh. Let's
Uh,
let's look at what that does.
the player asked the question as though he had rolled a success. The storyteller should give false or misleading information.
All right. So what is the question you're asking then?
Is this person a supernatural creature?
No, he's bland, ordinary. He's white bread. He's uninteresting as all gets.
He he's like, and Tay just takes that. Huh. Just like anyway, I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, man.
Yeah, well, I am too, but well, at least I got that rare job, so that's the silver lining here, right?
I suppose.
Ah,
So why did friggin' the gear grinder kidnap you?
like I said, I stole a rare drop from him in game. I think he got a little bit excessively mad about it.
Are you fucking serious?
He
He
just kind of looks at you with a
kidnapped you?
straight face and go, "The dude is insane."
Jesus Christ. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I mean,
Jesus.
it's not the first time someone's actually threatened me over some bullshit I pulled, but I mean, it's the
Wait,
first time someone's followed through on it.
I suppose, but still, Jesus, that's kind of wow.
I mean, he strikes me as a little petty, don't you think?
Just a tad.
And a little crazy, what with a cult and magic powers?
Yeah, but you don't have to be crazy to have a cult, as we found out.
No, I think cults are crazy, and I think everyone who has a cult is
The
crazy.
the cult themselves might be crazy, but the cult leader? No, okay, yeah, I see your point. Anyway, yeah, Jesus.
Man, most of them walked away too, with that other weird guy. The short one. It's like shorter than everyone else there, man. Didn't you see him?
Did I see him? Like out of character, did I see him?
Yes.
Oh, so
Indeed you did. He, in fact, was firing a gun.
okay, it was him. Yeah. Oh God, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm really sorry they had to see that shit.
Adam is really short for a man.
I don't think I can ever get any of that shit out of my head. And the way those guys teared into those necks too. Yeah, what the
Yes,
heck was that
those
about?
guys.
I'm trying to remember, like, who was it exactly? It was
It was
definitely,
me and Az.
yeah.
It was me and Mercha.
Apparently, the trauma has influenced his memory just a
Good,
little bit.
good.
It's like, who fucking does that? He like tore out a bit of his neck and then snapped his neck? What the hell?
I don't know. I didn't really know those guys, man. It's just. But like, look, you seem to be doing decently well for a man who has a cracked rib and was nearly sacrificed to what appeared to be a giant machine. So I'm gonna head out then. So if you're good.
Yeah. Hey man, thanks for coming to visit. It's been super boring. Hey, if you could like bring me my laptop at some point, man, I'd appreciate that.
Huh? Yeah, sure. I'll go pick that up real quick and get it for you.
Hey, you're the best.
You got. Okay. Would you have? Is it just at your apartment?
Yeah, nothing big.
And the door was unlocked, if I remember correctly. And he's saying
Shit.
it out loud to himself.
He'll go ahead and like toss you a key from his pocket. And go ahead and get a willpower if you're missing one.
I am.
Yay! Sorry. Let's see. So you're going to spend a little bit of time taking care of that, and perhaps head to your apartment afterwards, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and take a peek in at the lock.
Wait. Before we switch, we need to take a quick break so I can reset the stream.
All right then, quick break, everyone.
Yeah, I might as well go to the toilet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some water because my coughing's kind of So, be back in a bit.